today is Monday. I had my first meeting with Nike, one of the Nike people, or two of the Nike people for another job. And it did not go great. And the reason I say it did not go great is I feel like they wanted to move on as fast as possible. And they were asking me like technical questions that weren't even technical. And I was confused and trying to figure out what they were trying to ask. And I still never figured out what they were trying to ask. I just kept like asking follow-up questions and trying to relate it back to my life and my career. But the biggest thing that ticked me off was they're like, the engineering position is basically someone that is an expert that normal developers come to ask questions. And so are you an expert? And I was like, I mean, I've done all the things. I've made a shoe that's a glued attachment, like from the upper to the bottom of the shoe, and direct sole attached, which is like where you inject the top and the bottom together via polyurethane. I was like, I've done them all, so I have a base level understanding of how processes work, but I am not an expert. I wouldn't consider myself an expert. I'm pretty new in the field. So I think if someone came to me and asked for advice, I'd be like, this is where my head's at, this is my 2 cents, but let me go talk to someone else and corroborate it and make sure that I'm on the right track, because I'm still new here. I don't know this how Nike does it, or I don't know what the process is like. So I don't know. So that's they didn't really like that answer, but I guess I'm going to work now. Oh my gosh, dude. Here, let me go right here. I just finished my last interview with Nike. I can't remember if I talked about it yesterday, but the interview that I did yesterday was not that good. I just felt like they weren't really present. Like they were just doing the interview to fill a requirement that they have to interview a certain number of people before they hire someone. But it kind of felt like they didn't even care about what I was saying or what I was responding to, and they just wanted to like get it over with. Today, on the other hand, I think it went a lot better. I think that I got challenged and that I came through, and I think I tried my hardest. I did the best that I could. With the interview, I feel like this was one of my better interviews, and I'm kind of out of breath because I'm like nervous because I like put it all offline. I was like, at the end, they were talking about that this position is a lot of just trying to manage people's expectations, and sometimes you have to disappoint them. And I was saying that in my experience that the relationships are everything, and especially the relationships that I've surrounded myself with. And the reason why I've pushed so hard to be in the footwear industry is because I love shoes, and I would want to learn about shoes even if it wasn't my career. And I have sacrificed a lot in my life to pursue this career. And it's because of that feeling that I was searching for, that I had at my last job and that I had in college, where I was around people that were also motivated, that were also passionate about the same thing I was passionate about, that when there were bad days, it wasn't as bad as when I was working retail, when I was working in this job, because the people around me also, they pulled me up. And when they were down, I pulled them up. And I think that really connected with them. And I think that probably, hopefully, set myself apart from everyone else, is just being that vulnerable and honest about it. And I asked them, the last question was like, is there anything on my portfolio or resume or in the interview that we cover that might be a pain point, or that's something that you might have reservations about? And they were like, nope, you're good. So I was like, all right, there it is. Guess we'll find out in a week or so. Bye, pup. I love you, Popeye. Beautiful boy. Good night. So now I'm going to work. Let's see. Are you going to stay? Stay. Okay. How's it going? It is 10:30 at night on Tuesday. I had a really good day today, honestly. If you hear trickling in the background, my Brita filter, I emptied it out completely of water. So now it's slowly dropping down and I'm going to have to refill it a couple more times for it to be full again. So sorry about that excess noise. I also have Atlas down here. He's playing with his toy because I just got back home. Because I was out with one of my friends who got me this really cool hoodie and we got dinner together and just kind of caught up. I kind of tried to convince him to move to Portland and I kind of offered that that could be his apartment if he wanted it to. But it was just, he's just one of those like really great people that are super genuine and humble and are also very accomplished and successful in their field. That is around my age. I think he's a little bit older than me. He might be 28 or 29, but he's extremely humble and extremely well spoken about a lot of stuff. He's traveled across the world a lot, and he's just a really cool person to talk to. I enjoyed spending time with him and just like trying to pick his brain about what he does really well, and I guess kind of like talking about my life and where I'm at, and just the classic like catch up thing that my old boss used to love talking about, of like once you're in the footwear industry, because you start to get to know people and you have friends, and then you have tons of people that you can catch up and talk to across the United States and across the world. And like the coolest part is building these relationships that last forever. And I really feel like this is one of those relationships that's going to last forever, just because he made time for me and I made time for him. With as chaotic schedules as we have, we still, keep in touch from time to time, and these opportunities to go to conventions and shows are a really good opportunity to remind me, like, oh, I haven't talked to or oh, this project might be relevant to him. I want to push it to him because he's my friend and I know he's going to do a really good job and we'll get to work together. So I went to one of their grand openings and met a bunch of people. I just missed my the founder of the company, the last company that I worked for, which is crazy. And I also talked to him about, he has a really good relationship, which is right now the coolest running shoe in the entire industry. He said that he was going to introduce me tomorrow when we go to the material show. He has a booth, and I'm gonna be walking around. Maybe, hopefully, I can go there both days, because I think it's gonna be extremely beneficial for me just to be like networking, to be doing this development thing. So, and it's like really fun for me to be able to look at the new colorways for fall 26. You look at all these materials and textiles and leathers and accessories, aglets for shoelaces. Like it's like the dreamscape of what you can create in the real world for me. So I'm kind of on a high from my interview at Nike, and I use that to like push through the rest of the day and have really good momentum. And then had a really good conversation with my friend, and it made me excited to go to the material show tomorrow. So, thumbs up. Go. Got the nice silhouette type energy in the background. I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna fill up water. It's currently 7:19 in the is it sliding? In the afternoon on Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Made it through another week. And part of the way that I made it through another week was that I went to the material show. I hung out with one of my good friends like throughout the material show, and then hung out with a couple more people, and I got to have a really good conversation and interaction with one of the heads of the factory in Asia that we partner with, and I gave her a lot of context as to like who I am, what I'm really passionate about, and kind of like where I want to be in my career, and I just kind of kept out like all the drama with our mutual boss, and like that I am not happy anymore, and that I just kind of kept it professional. But it went really well, and she's like 4 or 5 times she's like, hey, when is Andy going to China, or hey, when is he gonna come to Vietnam to visit us? And he just kind of like brushed it off and like, I don't know, blah 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 blah, kick it down the fence or kick it down the line or whatever the saying is. But today I experienced so much social exhaustion from like being on all the time, being present, trying to be professional, trying to remember the mutual conversations that went back and forth that I'm gonna follow up on next week. That I like crashed at like 4 o'clock. I like got home and dead tired, and I slept to like 6:15, 6:20. Then I've been trying to wake up for a freaking hour and I can't. One of my that friend invited me to dinner, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it, but we could get something. We can go hang out and do something after and fuck around and find out. And I was trying to freaking set him up with one of my coworkers, and she really likes him, and he's like into her too. So I'm playing a little matchmaker. What else happened? When's the last time we talked? I can't remember. I don't know. Did I go to the rec clubs today? And I've been sleeping in super late because I've been having later nights, trying to be out with people and creating new relationships. So my sleep schedule is super fucked, and my workout schedule is kind of fucked too. But luckily, I'm not as regimented and dedicated as I have been before about it. I'm like, if my brain needs to be asleep, then I'm gonna be asleep, and I'm not gonna worry about my being as dedicated of having to go to the gym 4 times a week or having to exercise 4 times a week or whatever. I'm just kind of like, dude, let's just go with the flow. I'm not training for anything. I'm not trying to be a certain whatever or do or whatever. I'm just doing it because I need to do it to have a healthy lifestyle, and I like doing it. But other stuff trumps it, obviously. What else? About to go out tonight. Hopefully I don't see the drama girl that I used to be friends with, because I don't know how that will work out. But dude, I rallied and put a fit on, and I went back at like 8 o'clock. It's currently 9:30. So I just like hung out in my car for an hour and was waiting to go out with my friends, and then that never happened, so I got my ass home and now I'm going to sleep. Today's Saturday. What happened? I'm trying to even remember when the last time I vlogged. Last night was Friday night. I went out with the girl that I'm dating, his younger brother and girlfriend. And we went to Din Tai Fung and then walked around the Vancouver, Washington waterfront, gone Salt and Straw, and it was alright. I don't think it went great, I don't think it went bad, it was just kind of alright. And then I slept in today, tried to play some golf, had an absolute terrible fucking day, like shanking a lot, and I hit 4 really good drives. They were all with my driver, where it was just like a nuke right down the middle, tons of height, tons of distance, but everything else was shitty. So I feel super unmotivated today because it kind of ruined my day. Yesterday I thought I was having a really good day. I felt like I was having a really good day until hanging out with
the brother and his girlfriend. So I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do now. I probably should get food. I just feel so unmotivated. I'm supposed to hear back by the end of next week about the job at Nike. Kind of coming to terms with getting a rejection letter based on how I'm just qualified for this job, and before the developer 2 job I was significantly overqualified for it, and I think I checked all the boxes and then some, and yet somehow I went over 14 with jobs in all those departments. It just kind of blows my mind. In this job I'm just qualified for, just generally qualified for, not overqualified. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do. My voice feels kind of shot from talking so much during the material show, and then talking a lot this week, just in general. A lot more than normal. This week is also Labor Day weekend, so I have an extra day off. Don't know what I'm gonna do though. But I'll talk to you later. I got packs. Feels only fair to rip one right now. Let me get my thingy. I just washed Alice. He's currently a little wet. Let's see. 25 cards, 2 bonus cards. I think the hit rate is 1 in 3.5 of these packs. So we'll see how lucky we get. Okay. It's a little dark. These are all base, 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 base. Better get mine. This one's flipped. All the other ones, it's like Pro and then United States Pro. Weird. Hero. That's it? What the fuck? Of course I dropped. So the 2 alternates were literally the portrait ones. These 2. And everything else is base. Damn. Tough. Alright, might as well open another one. Fuck it. Honestly, this stack. Ooh, there's something. Number to 65. Cool. Non-base. All these are base. They're identical. Took one before. There's the other one. Base. Base. All these are base. Okay. Well, we got 1 valuable card and then a couple portraits that aren't very valuable, honestly. 1 valuable card and $50. Yeah. Okay, so it's been a long time and I feel like I should just kill these packs. I have 6 packs left of the 2023. So I'm gonna rip them all. I've been sitting on these for
a long time. Okay, nice. Ooh, that is cool. And this is thick. Numbered 3 out of 9. Holy shit, nice. Quirky. Very cool card. Oh. Nice. Nice. I don't even know her. Damn. This is definitely numbered to 100. Nice. What a name. I don't know her either. Nice. It's a good card. Ricky. Last pack magic. Let's see what we get. Sam Coffee. Ooh, we got scratch. Can you see it right there? Tough. Ah, damn. All right, there we go.